What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show for Tuesday, June 6th, 2017.
It's a good day.
Very special day at the Pure One, Tim Gettys.
It is.
You know why?
Gia Harris's birthday.
That's right.
Send some sweet, nasty love.
Big G out there.
Gia Tap Harris.
Little G, Big G, happy birthday.
Yeah.
I was talking about the fact that special delivery Paperboy's out. The VR Paperboy game for PlayStation. The
I'm excited about this.
The VR headset.
What's it called?
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fairly confident in that, you know what I mean? Because there was a trophy that I got confused with when I was doing the Final Ropers report. I mentioned it, the Final Ropers report, but I'm pretty sure I'm nailing it right now.
How does it work? Is it move controllers?
PlayStation isn't promoting the VR games as well. So I don't have 100% of these answers for you.
Details.
What I do imagine is, yes, that it's this, and then it's move controllers, but then again, they're a small team, so maybe not, but then again, it's the whole point of it.
Is it that kid doing the weird pumping thing, and then the little kid with wearing all red with the knife?
I mean, there's monsters. There's things to worry out for.
That sounds crazy.
There's
there's monsters on Tuesdays in Paperboy.
Exactly. I mean, there's things happening here. I'm going to get you a trailer. I'll get you a special delivery VR trailer, all right?
All right, you want to get that in the...
I'm getting it in the doc.
Cool, yeah, because I feel like this is right up our alley.
This is right up our alley. This is combining everything you and I love. Mm-hmm. Me, PlayStation, trophies, VR, you... fucking
games.
Nintendo shit that that'll never ever come back. Tim, how the fuck are you?
Back. I am great. I'm fantastic. I feel like I've been hungover for the last 10 days.
Sure.
And I didn't even drink.
No, yeah.
But that's
where are you at energy recovery level now?
I need more sleep, but I'm good. I'm back. I'm super stoked about how everything went.
Yeah, Kind of Funny Live 3 was huge.
I'm very excited for the changes coming up with all the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
I think this week, me and you are going to have a lot of work to do to get things prepped for that. But June 19th is going to be a big day for us.
I think we got it covered. You texted me last night. You're like, I feel like I got this done.
Yeah, that's the difference between you and me, Greg. You just do things.
What are you so worried about? We got it all set.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
I assume you'll figure it out.
One of those things is I need your guys' help. The Games Cast is now going to be a one video, one MP3 a week show where Patreon users get it on Friday and everyone else gets it on Monday.
Right.
So that means there needs to be segments in the show because it's not topic by topic anymore.
Sure.
I got a whole bunch of ideas for what I want, but I want to ask you, what do you want? Because I want to give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
especially now that we have Kind of Funny Games Daily, that has segments. I want to make sure that the segments are different so they're the different shows.
Sure.
So I'm trying to, it's a puzzle we got to piece together.
Chinese checkers, some would say.
Chinese checkers.
Never learned how to play that.
Mahjong.
Mahjong, that's them, yeah. Match the tiles.
Yep.
So you want to show them here? You got what?
Here we are. I put the same thread up on Kind of Funny forums, the Kind of Funny Facebook group, and the Reddit. So wherever you want to be, I want you to be there.
Another slap in the face to Discord users.
I don't know what the fuck Discord is. I have no idea. If that's
there's a Kind of Funny community. You can
if somebody can put it in Discord.
No, everybody on the Discord, you gotta be on one of these forums as well, right? Come on.
If I'm being completely real, I don't know what Discord is.
Discord is like it's like a Skype, but you can come and go as you please into these rooms and talk to each other.
So that's like equivalent to these things?
Kinda. I think it's like an add-on where you go and talk about games and stuff too. I don't know. It's whatever people want to be. Whatever
if you want to be there, please someone get it there. And if you think that I should have put it there, let me know.
Get it back to one of these forums.
I guess I'll go put it on MySpace as well. We'll figure that out. But no, seriously, if you want to just tweet me, feel free. We're getting that already, so I'm excited about it.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Thank you. Congratulations to you. We all had a round of applause for each other. You did a great job with Kind of Funny Live. We're all very impressed.
Fantastic.
It came together. Were you happy with it?
I was so happy with it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Could not have been happier with the program itself.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fantastic. I think that it beat last year.
I do too. And that was the feedback I was getting from kids. We're talking to them, whether it be at VIP or just bumming around.
Yeah.
And that's super exciting to hear, you know what I mean? Because I remember a few months ago, I were like, this is not going to be better than Kind of Funny Live 2, and we have to accept that and move on.
Yep.
And then at rehearsals when we were doing it, I was like, this is actually a really good show.
It's fucking awesome.
It's actually really fucking fun. Yeah.
And honestly, I think that was the best VIP, or not even VIP, that was the best meet and greet we've ever done. Ever.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. The people there were so good to each other, so good to us.
Yeah.
The Foundry is such a great venue
really
for
location,
doing that type of stuff with the video games everywhere. If you
Yeah.
can play it, Smash 64. It's like, come on, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just thought it was like we got to spend a nice amount of time with everybody, and it was just, it worked.
It did work, and that's the most important thing. Cool, Greg. I added in, after the promotion thing, a YouTube link for special delivery that we started talking about. Can you pull that up? Kevin will show you how. Kevin's still teaching Cool Greg over there how to run the show. Our newest employee, Cool Greg. I also, now that Cool Greg works here officially, I can use the Sasha cup without having to.
Yeah.
Wait, why did Cool Greg give all his Sasha cups to Kind of Funny? He wants to be close to them. I want to be close to that.
How are you doing?
I don't care about the audio. I'm fine. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's like fun to go from this into, hey, it's E3, into, hey, it's actually a shortened week to deal with E3, to you being like, we gotta plan these shows, to me being like, well, I gotta book E3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The live show, booked, locked, done.
How you feeling about that?
Real good. I was showing Andy Cortez it yesterday. He was impressed.
So officially announced Wednesday.
Yep.
Next Wednesday,
Yep.
we're going to be doing the GameSpot live stream on E3. E3 is this weekend, dude.
Saturday. Yeah.
Get hyped.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I was telling Gia about it yesterday. She's like, oh, so what's your E3 plans? I'm like, well, let me fucking tell you.
Yeah.
She did not care about the detail. But Saturday, I'm like, all right, EA, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some more
Hopefully
Star
we get
Wars than
Pele.
less. Yeah.
Bring back Pele.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about what he has to say.
Yeah. Sunday though, Microsoft. I mean, that could either be huge or
It's going to be huge.
dud.
That's going to be huge.
But we'll see. I don't know.
They got to come out. They're not going to just roll over and die. They got to come out and be like, pow, this is who we are. This is what we're doing.
I really hope.
Then Bethesda's got to come out and be like, guess what, everybody? Fallout, Glen Ellen. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and then of course Tuesday or Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
Get hyped.
Yeah.
Tuesday, we'll get to it soon, but not much to be hyped about. Let's get into the news.
No, I still want to show you the special delivery thing. You're asking. So
no, not Papers, Please.
Paper, please. Still waiting for that Vita version. They say is coming. Hit it, Cool Greg. This is the special delivery announced
Rated
trailer.
T for teen.
You go through. It's just gonna be like they do because it's they're indie.
Wow.
They're indie.
Wow, that font though.
They're indie. They don't know what they're doing. They're just making a VR game. All right. Look, and here we go. Get hype. Get hype. Boom. Hit him with a paper.
All right.
Boom. Get hit with a car.
Okay, cool. I'm sold.
Right?
This is exactly what you said it was.
I don't know how we let it play.
You keep playing.
Let it roll. Let it roll. Let's show these kids what it's all about here. All right. Tons of
that's
traps.
Real
and
Reaper.
stuff. I mean,
This
it's
is
a straight up
Paper Boy.
ripoff. I don't care though.
And the tire. Holy shit.
It's about time somebody did it. You know what I mean? We've been waiting. We've been asking, where is motherfucking Paperboy? And the folks behind Special Delivery were like, here it is in VR. Very stoked. Kevin's already setting up for it over there. Look at that. Boom. Getting bad guy giving you papers. Yeah. Oh, you didn't get hit there? Good. All right, cool.
Oh my God, this is so great.
Yeah. It's either going to be a lot of fun or total garbage, but I can't, you know what I mean? We'll figure it out together. Special delivery coming soon. Today is soon, by the way. Today is the day.
Wow.
Thank you, Cool Greg.
That's awesome.
If you didn't know.
Blanket483 says people who have played the game have not liked it.
Special delivery?
Yeah.
Well, I think we learned a long time ago, all of us here, we're the real fans of video games, all right? I'm not going to listen to these fat cats at GameSpot giving Friday the 13th a 4 out of 10. I'm not going to listen to these fat cats at IGN saying whatever they said about Friday the 13th. I don't know what they ever
They
gave
were
it a
probably
score.
talking shit.
I read Damon's review in progress. He didn't enjoy being a counselor. I enjoyed it fine. I think Friday the 13th has pulled back the veil, and I'm finally ready to admit that maybe there was a conspiracy there to keep review scores down. I didn't, we never saw it when we were at IGN, but I think this is a great example that the Freddy Krueger contingent has paid the big fat cat video game press a lot of money to make sure Jason got his knees taken out.
I'm still waiting for the Freddy vs. Jason sequel.
Well,
I was promised it.
That's probably what they are
many
building up
moons
to.
ago.
Freddy Krueger wants to keep Jason down, so the Friday the 13th people feel like they have to do this.
Who directed Freddy vs. Jason? Because there was a news story about him recently.
Wes Anderson, I believe.
No,
That's not a real one.
sure
That's not
it was that.
Wes Craven? No, he did the New Nightmare. Remember that one?
Dude,
Freddy vs. Jason. I remember watching it. That was good, wasn't it?
Ronnie Yu
was
was the
fun?
director. I mean, yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it was
Yeah.
stupid as shit. But it was like, I think it was a bit more self-aware than the other ones.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked. Like there was that one time when I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but there was like a nightmare slug that got super high.
That sounds about right. That sounds right. Yeah.
Does that check out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what I was talking about. The director, he hasn't done shit since 2006.
All right, IGN gave Friday the 13th a 6.9. So I got that one. That's a pretty good score. All right, Damon, you're back in my good graces. He's not one of the fat cats. Just that Peter Brown at GameSpot.
Peter Brown.
Video game fat cat critic number one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Over there with his monocle, top hat, cigarette, and one of those sticks. Cool Greg knows what I'm talking about. Cool Greg, you see somebody on the street like that, would you believe him when they say Friday the 13th's a 4?
I don't trust straights.
Yeah. What would you do?
I don't trust straights.
Doesn't trust the straights.
Okay, that like the
Fat
Is
cats.
it-
the fat cats are
fat
straights.
cats,
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
You're cool, Greg. I don't know all your terminology yet. We're just getting into your. We got to get a thesaurus out here for what it means. You know what I mean? If you didn't know, Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kind of Funny Morning Show each and every weekday here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. We come to you with the nerdy news you need to know about. Before jumping in the chat to answer your questions, comments, and concerns, in between those two segments, I reach in the internet, grab a video game, toss it to one of you, and you enjoy it. How do you win? It's simple. Be in the chat like you are right now on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. Or if you're one of the millions of people watching and listening on demand later, maybe on youtube.com/kindoffunny, maybe on podcast services around the globe, you can win by subscribing on Twitch and never coming back again, unless you use Amazon Prime and you have to come back every 30 days to re-up it, or by supporting us over on Patreon. But I'll get into that nitty-gritty detail later.
That grit.
First story comes from IGN.com.
Yes, it does.
Pokken Tournament DX announced for Nintendo Switch. Now, while you were gone yesterday, sleeping it all off, off the Kind of Funny hangover.
Yep.
They announced we're doing a Pokemon Direct.
Yep.
All your favorites are gonna be there. Pikachu, Char, Marshmallow, they're all gonna be there and we're gonna talk about them for 8 minutes. And everybody's like, this is a weird thing to announce, but they did it. So
not weird. Not weird at all.
We have a whole bunch of Pokemon news here.
Lots of history here. The Nintendo, or the Pokemon Company, has a history of doing directs that are very, very short, right before big events.
Sure.
And they make announcements that are huge. That, like Pokemon Sun and Moon, were announced in a similar way.
Sure.
Pokemon X and Y announced in a similar way. Omega Ruby and Sapphire or whatever. All similar ways. So this was like, hey, it's happening, guys. There's been so much rumors going around.
What was your hype level?
Oh, hype level. To me, it was like confirmed. Pokemon Stars coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
The question was, will it be on 3DS as well? The question was, will we see Pokemon Gold and Silver on the 3DS Virtual Console? The question was, will Pokemon be part of this?
Sure. And you got all the answers you wanted.
We did get a lot of the answers, not all the answers we wanted.
First story we'll go through is from the made-up name Joe Scrabbles, who says the Pokemon series will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, but not in the form of a mainline RPG game. A new version of the Pokemon fighting game, Pokken Tournament DX, will be released on September 22nd for Nintendo's latest console. The game will use Switch's more unique features to allow local wireless multiplayer between Switch consoles, as well as a single Joy-Con play. The new version also introduces 3v3 team battles, ranked online play, and friend-only group matches. The update will feature 5 new Pokemon: Darkrai, Scizor, Apollyon, Croagunk, and Pokemon Sun and Moon's Owl Archer Decide UI. Check them all out in the gallery below. The announcement disappointed some fans who were expecting a mainline Pokemon RPG for Switch. Instead, we'll get to this in a second, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are coming to the 3DS in November. Pokken DX Tournament has been added to Nintendo's lineup of E3 tournaments, joining Splatoon 2 and ARMS, taking place Wednesday, June 14th. Blah, 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 blah. So you played this on the Wii U, right, Pokken Tournament?
Yeah, Kevin and I did a Let's Play of it, and I played a little bit more after that. Fun game. People seem to really like it. There is a hardcore fan base for it. You know, fighting games,
sure,
they tend to do that.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to play it again, especially on a system that has a lot of multiplayer games right now.
Sure.
And ARMS is coming out, where I'm like, I don't really need.
Is this the ARMS killer?
No, it's not. It's not.
Is ARMS the Pokemon killer?
No, but I just think that it's just, we don't really need this many variations of a similar theme this early on in Switch's life.
Yeah.
The fact that it's coming in September, I think it's good. Getting a bit more games out for the Switch, that's always a good thing. I also think it's very important that they're getting out the Wii U ports, the deluxe ports, early, so that we can start moving forward. But then when you start thinking about it, where does Smash fit into this? You know,
next year, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was predicting that it would probably be like February, March for Smash, but still, that's a lot. It's a lot of stuff coming there. And then when you look at let's go forward. Let's read all the Pokemon news. And
spreading the love, we're going to GameSpot.com, where Tamor Hussein says Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon announced for Nintendo 3DS. Nintendo has announced Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon, new versions of the 2 Pokemon titles released for 3DS in November 2016. The announcement was made during a special Pokemon theme. We already talked about that stuff. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will have a quote-unquote alternate story. Additionally, it will feature Pokemon that didn't appear in the original versions of the game, but these were not named or showed off. According to the creator, new features will allow you to enjoy your adventure even more, but didn't elaborate on whatever the fuck any of that means. This is coming 3DS November 17th, 2017.
So, okay, I want to break this down a little bit.
Break it down a little bit, please.
Pokemon has been a franchise in America since 1998.
Sure.
In its history, there's the 2 versions that come out, right? There's the red and the blue, there's the gold and the silver. Then there'll be the 3rd version that is red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald, right? So they just kept adding like that. Yes.
The third version you're mentioning, does that come out simultaneously or is that later?
No, the third version is the definitive edition that comes out usually a year and a half to 2 years later.
Okay.
And they'll add a whole bunch of really cool stuff. But it's usually not that substantial of an upgrade. It's just kind of like, there's like a new battle tower you can go in. And like, just like, it is the Game of the Year edition with all the DLC is probably a good way to put it.
Got it.
Eventually, they hit a point where they stopped doing that, and they would do something slightly different. So when Black and White came out, instead of doing the gray or the rainbow that people expected, they did Black and White 2.
Okay.
But that meant Black 2 and White 2. So there was 2 additional games that they did there. Those were full-on sequels, though, set in the same world as Black and White. So that was a step forward for the idea of what they're doing, because it's not just Definitive Edition. It was a whole new story and all that shit.
Have you ever thought about it? In a lot of ways, Pac-Man is a Pokeball.
I haven't thought about that at all. X and Y just straight up didn't do it. They didn't do Z. There was no Z. It just didn't happen.
Yeah.
I think because Sun and Moon came so quickly after X and Y, and when Sun and Moon came, everyone's just all right, cool. We're gonna obviously get something, and everyone expected stars on the Switch and 3DS, and they didn't do that. This is weird news to me because for the first time ever, they're giving us 2 sequels, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but that's not a numbered sequel, and these changes sound like old school changes where it's just Definitive Edition bullshit. And like they could have done so much shit where they like added gyms and done all that. I hate you so much.
I'm sorry, you're making so many good points. I'm just lost now. I'm lost now. I'm back. Now I got it out. I got the giggles out, all right?
This just seems disappointing. In addition to it not being on the Switch, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, from what they're telling us now, sounds very disappointing. I just played Sun and Moon a year and a half ago when it came out, and if they were to give me Sun and Moon 2 even, although that on the 3DS, although it's not what I really want, I'd be okay with it.
Sure.
This just sounds...
You don't want a definitive edition that's not one game on the same platform it came out.
Or make it a sequel. Like, or add to it. Like, there's like, oh, it's going to be an alternate story. Like, I don't know. They can prove me wrong. And it could be the sequel that I expect, but the fact that there's not a 2 in there says otherwise.
Upset. Okay. All right, well, final piece of Pokemon news from all this. We're going to stay over at GameSpot.com, where Kevin's saying, not our Kevin, but another Kevin, Pokemon Gold and Silver coming to 3DS Virtual Console this fall. During today's Pokemon Focus Direct, Nintendo announced it's releasing the classic second-generation Pokemon titles, Pokemon Gold and Silver, on 3DS via the Virtual Console. Like the Virtual Console versions of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, Pokemon Gold and Silver will feature local wireless connectivity to allow players to trade and battle with each other, as they could in the original series. The titles will also be compatible with the Pokemon Bank, allowing you to transfer your collection of monsters to Pokemon Sun and Moon, as well as the newly announced Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Additionally, players can use the Time Capsule feature to trade Pokemon from Red, Blue, and Yellow over to the second-generation titles. Originally released in 2000, and goes on to explain why this is a big deal.
So, people in the chat are bringing something very important to my attention. Pokemon Sun and Moon came out last November, which was not a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
It just feels that way.
It just feels like forever ago?
Yeah, so this is even more unnecessary. Oh, man, I don't even know. But the Gold and Silver, this is the best news ever.
Okay.
However, I don't want to bust out my 3DS. This should have happened
fuck no.
5 months ago.
The 3DS is dead. It's Switch time. Switch it up.
When Red and Blue being released on Virtual Console was an event. That was a moment for people.
Yeah, I remember.
Where who the fuck would have... There's never been a Virtual Console release that everyone stopped what they were doing and was playing it, and that became the talk of Twitter for that week.
Yeah.
We were down in Austin when that was happening, and everyone was playing. And it was so much fun. Like, all the updates that they had to it are great. Gold and Silver are my favorite Pokemon games, so this is awesome, but give it to me on Switch.
It should have gone to the Switch. What happened to the Switch, you know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Why did everybody give up on the Switch, Big Kev Dog? Did you give up on the Switch as you play your iPad? Watching the show over there?
Can't watch this on the Switch.
No.
Yeah, true. Yeah, there is no Twitch app for
true.
Switch. Yeah.
That's true.
It was pointed out to me by a fan today on Twitter, and I haven't confirmed, but I believe him, that a firmware update to the Switch recently added the ability to use hotel Wi-Fi, thus negating my need for them to put in some kind of stupid-ass Opera browser. Yeah. Not to mention this kind of fucks up some of your predictions, too.
Yeah, then whatever.
But it keeps me on track for my predictions. Will they mention the Virtual Console? No.
No, absolutely not. So, the Nintendo apologist in me has some analysis on all of this news. We don't need the Pokemon game now. I want the Pokemon game now. But honestly, I would rather a brand new Pokemon game on Switch. And we're going to get that. This news tells me we're not getting that for at least 2 years into the Switch's life. But we need games to look forward to on the Switch. Now, the anti-apologist in me says, well, this game coming out on Switch wouldn't stop that game from coming out in 2 years and being awesome. And this would sell units of the Switch. Maybe Nintendo doesn't need help doing that right now.
True.
I don't know.
You gotta stop getting excited, man.
Yeah,
Pokemon, man. Just give up on them.
Well, so that's
Have you heard of this
too,
game over on the Vita called Invisimals?
I have.
Very similar.
I have it. But
Very
Pokemon,
similar, guys.
I don't understand where the Pokemon Company and Nintendo like kind of connect with each other. Where is Nintendo in control of telling Pokemon Company what to do, or is it the other way around?
Yeah.
Where it's like Pokemon Company's like, nah, we're just making this on the 3DS because we want to do that. Like they've been time and time again, they've talked about how they only want to make the mainline Pokemon games on handhelds. And they say that they see the Switch as a console.
Yeah. What does this do for your E3 Nintendo excitement?
This doesn't do much. This got me excited because they're getting the Pokemon news out of the way.
Sure.
But the next story.
Next story, still from GameSpot. Eddie says Nintendo's E3 2017 news briefing is 30 minutes apparently. With E3 right around the corner, it looks like we've now learned how long Nintendo's main news event at the show will be. In a press release today, the company said its main event, Nintendo Spotlight E3 2017, will start at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time on June 13th and wrap up around 10 a.m. Pacific time. As Nintendo Life reminds us, 30 minutes is shorter than Nintendo's E3 briefing in recent years. A relatively short briefing is not necessarily a bad thing, and it's still enough time to reveal games and show new footage, if that is what Nintendo is planning. 10 a.m. Pacific is when Nintendo's Treehouse Live at E3 event is set to begin. This show, which returns from previous years, will show new details on Switch and 3DS. Some titles confirmed now include Super Mario Odyssey and Poké Tournament DX. 30 minutes isn't a lot of time, man.
It's not a lot of time. I mean, the good news is Nintendo's done a lot since its January presentation with its directs, or not even directs, presentations that they've done.
Yeah.
That even if it's 15 minutes, they've made 15 announcements. Like there is a lot of content in there. However, I mean, this is not what we want. This is not what we predict. This is not the showcase, but this is what Nintendo said they were going to do. And I talked about this on the predictions episode where I was making predictions that were less predictions, and it's more just like goals and dreams.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just hopes. But this is in line with what they've been saying. This means I'll be surprised if we see a single game shown that is not coming out in 2017. Which, that's what a lot of people want. People complain about Sony's conferences all the time of like, oh, they're just talking about games that aren't coming out for 5 years.
Yeah, but those are haters. Those are just the people hating.
And trust me, I'm on your side. I love that shit.
Yeah.
But they're going to focus on it. They're going to give the brief mention of ARMS, the brief mention of Pokken, the brief mention of Splatoon, because, coming next week, this week, in September.
Yeah.
And then we're going to see Mario Odyssey and hopefully a couple surprises. They'll mention Fire Emblem Warriors. What's the status of Xenoblade 2? Like, we already know a lot of the things, but Metroid.
No, you get no Metroid. I want to jump into tips before we go to the next story, but even before that, I want to bring Kevin Coelho to the stage. Come here. I need you right here. I need you right here. Now, when it comes to a Tim Gettys historian, it's you. You know what I mean? You're teaching the class. You're the master professor. What I gotta ask is it always this deep of a V, or is something happening with this shirt?
It's the shirt.
It's the shirt?
The shirt. He doesn't feel comfortable putting it one button. I've talked to him about it at length.
Do we have just the buttons are like this button
That one's
would be
it
too
was
high, but this button
misengineered.
seems...
It was misengineered.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the shirt was misengineered. These are solid points. I don't like it this low, but I also don't like it buttoning up.
I'm not hating it. I'm just saying it caught me off guard that it seemed like he was showing more skin.
Well, I think you're getting the full view.
Yeah,
in a way that they're not.
Okay, good point.
Sure.
Good point.
Because like
I'll do second screen experience.
Oh man.
Because then everyone will know the view I have.
Yeah, get in there.
Well, then smile a little bit. Give me that Tim Getty smile. There it is. Yeah, okay. There you go. Perfect. Going to Instagram.com.
Hey, what's up with the Save the Rebellion, Save the Trees?
So yesterday, Kevin's voice was shot. Still shot today, but it was really shot yesterday. And we were all worn out shoes. We were just here just talking. I can imagine. Yeah. We're throwing junk, as they say in baseball world. You know what I mean? And we were throwing this junk, and Kevin would come on. And Andy was finally like, "You sound like Shay from or Shay, is it?
Saw Gerrera.
Yeah, Saw Gerrera. No, I'm thinking Che Guerrero. You sound like Guerrero from fucking Star Wars." And then Andy was like, save the rebellion, save whatever the fuck. What's the dream? Save the rebellion, save the dream. And Kevin laughed and he's like, all right, I'll do it. Save the rebellion, save the trees.
That's what it sounded like in here.
Yep. Don't have Kevin's side of the argument, Mom.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Hashtag seconds.
I love it.
There you go. I'm gonna tag you in this just so people know it's you, because I don't know
what's up.
If they're not watching the live show, they won't understand this. But if they see second screen experience, they see the tag.
They're gonna get hyped.
Now it's all there. Get hyped. That is your get hyped Gatorade moment of the show.
Trouble Shaker says Eddie Guerrero from Star Wars.
Eddie Guerrero from Star Wars. Everybody remembers him. Jumping into some tips here. We got a tip from Rampage is Human below the $5 level, but he didn't leave a message. Lord Mo MMA, again, gave a tip, no message. Josh Anderson gave a tip and said, hi guys, I'll be busy with exams this week, so I won't be able to watch this stream, but I just want to congratulate you on Kinda Funny Live 3 and for Cool Greg's hire. Shout out to him. Follow me on Twitter. He's the homie.
He is the homie.
You're the homie. Say you're the homie.
It's true.
Hell yeah, you the homie too, man. I appreciate it.
Speaking
You gotta
of
start
Cool
using
Greg-
your camera more. This is my one critique. There it is, Cool Greg. This show got 20% cooler.
Speaking of Greg, there's a lot of chat in the chat about my fear of batteries.
Right.
That must have came up somehow.
That came up, yeah. Last week when you weren't here, we got into it with Cool Greg. It was just like, Cool Greg, well, tell us some Tim things.
Yeah.
And you being afraid of batteries was one of the stories that came up.
Interesting way to put that.
He said you don't like touching batteries.
Yeah, afraid of batteries is very different than not like. Yeah, no, I used to.
Change the remote,
dude. I used to hate. Now I'm grown up. I'm not stupid.
Sure.
But like back in the Game Boy Pocket days, there's something about it. I hated it. I was okay touching them from like their sides.
Yeah.
But it was just the plus and
idea
minus
of it
side.
getting you?
I was like, no, because like I remember there was some horror movie growing up where they had to use battery acid.
Batteries included. Oh.
To win against the bad guy.
Sure.
And the idea of battery acid scared the hell out of me.
Sure.
That was it.
Yeah, battery acid will get you every time. You
story.
don't want that. Yeah. Mario Not Bros gave a tip and said, hi guys, first time viewer, first time tipper. That's not true. Always heard the guys that sort of amusing games were great. For reals, thanks for an amazing weekend. I still can't speak. Every word hurts. Love you, heart.
Every word does hurt.
I like Mario having explained
seeing you,
to
dude.
people on his Twitter why his shirt was pulled up and Nick was touching his belly. Because Mario, a very young boy.
Not that young though. Legally young.
Legal. Right?
He's 20. 19?
Yeah, so he's legal.
I think it's barely legal.
Well, he is fairly
If everybody opens a new tab right now and searches barely legal in Google image search, safe search off, you'll find photos of Mario, guaranteed. That's how it works.
Oh, God.
Gifted Dim 63 gave a tip. This is part 2 of my 3-part birthday tax. Just got to New York, and my birthday is tomorrow. Still came to catch the morning show. P.S. Been sending you Blue Apron pics on Twitter. Sorry, Twitter's been overloaded, and I've been busy. I got family and stuff going on. I do want to send. Well, that was last week, but I'll throw you a bone here if I see it and give you one. What do you got?
DJ Kento says it was it.
It was
He
it.
sprays the face with
the battery
inhaler.
acid.
It was an inhaler.
Oh,
He says it's battery acid.
got it. Yeah, that's right.
Skizip. I'm gonna remember this.
It was
Made a GIF of my dude RJ from Kinda Funny Live 3. It's a fun clip to me. Big Kev Dog, Cool Greg, what do you say? Shout out to RJ. You seen that one yet? Came in at 11:06. I'm gonna read the next one. You give your verifications. Lucas McClellan. Hope you got the concrete planners I sent recently. Smiley. I would love to have sent more for Cool Greg, Andrea, and Danny. Had I known the news, what else am I gonna send? A shoe? I was telling my mom today, we gotta go to the P.O. Box. We haven't been to the P.O. Box in quite some
Concrete
time.
planners. I do not know that.
We gotta figure that out because that P.O. Box I think is overwhelmed right now with items. Thank you, and for your healthy tip as well. We'll get over there and we'll let you know. Alex Aziz gave a heart. Marquise said, hey guys. Oh, thank you. It's Marquise. Or however you guys want to say it. I'm just jumping into the show for some love and to show some love, and ask Tim if he still thinks Pokemon Stars will be announced. Stay sexy, my friends.
No.
You're giving up finally? The dream's over?
I mean, yeah, but again, that's. I feel like this needs to be a whole Gamescast discussion.
Okay.
It's gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. We need to talk about it.
Okay. Should we bring in somebody who knows Pokemon?
Actually, wait. There is no Gamescast next week.
Well, yeah, E3.
Yeah.
Are we not even recording one this week then? Is that
Yeah.
the deal? Okay. Because we're doing one daily next week.
Have we announced that?
No.
Well, I mean, that's our usual
That's
E3
what-
plan.
yeah,
We
'cause,
just
like, there will be a Gamescast every day next week. It's gonna be very topical. Whatever. I don't even necessarily want the Pokemon Stars. Like I'm fine with getting a new Pokemon game
Yeah.
on the Switch. I just think that it would be good for the Switch's life to have a Pokemon mainline game this early.
Okay.
To keep pushing them and keep that train rolling. But
DJ Kento, the Housemarque sleeper hit Outland is free on Steam today. Why? I don't know, but free Housemarque is great. It is. I did not know that. Go get it. You should have bought it on console already. You could have got trophies, but no big deal. Ryan Santilli, cannot thank you both enough for such an incredible experience this past weekend. You are both amazing, genuinely amazing people. Got hiccups in the middle of that one, sorry.
thank you. Shout out to Emily.
Hawks Damon, can we please show some love to my boy, Sean Bolin, AKA the Kinda Funny Champion? I love their content so much, and I know our best friends will too.
Kind of funny world champion, first of all.
First off, it is the Kind of Funny World Champion. And shout out to Sean Bolin. But he did lose it. Like, it was stolen from him.
Yeah, I saw him debating this online because he has changed his name to Kinda Funny Champion on Twitter, which I appreciate. He does have a good case.
He does.
Technically there was no match. Gia just knocked him.
It was a challenge that they accepted by standing there and getting hit by
That's the thing is,
the bottle challenge.
We're gonna need to talk to the commissioner and figure out of the league what the rules are.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably Nick. Whoever signed that paperwork, we have to get to the bottom of that.
Sure.
Figure it out. But yeah, I was
Whoever
thinking
signed
about
that
this.
paperwork, I like that. Let's have that mystery stew a little bit
Oh,
and figure out who we can get to sign the paperwork.
I like that. Yeah, but we should figure out what the legacy is because I was reading. People were asking what happened with who won the world championship? Expecting it was just one thing between you and Nick.
Yeah.
And Kaylee wrote this whole thing that she posted around, and it was like, well, Greg beat Nick, but then Nick said that title didn't matter, and then he brought out another title, and he won the title against Greg with a beard off, but then Xavier Woods beat him in Street Fighter, and then he lost that to Sean Bolin in an 8-man battle royale, but then the Kinda Honeys came out and stole it. I'm not exactly sure where it is, and I'm like, that is the best.
Pretty good summary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the way I have it drawn up in paper, and we're breaking the fourth wall here. We're doing the kayfabe. You know what I mean? We're coming through here. Is that it will be decided at E3. There's a segment, one multiplayer game we're all playing together to do it. Now, we can invite Sean Bolin over, but if he wins, he has to just give it to us. He's not walking out with this belt we bought.
Oh yeah, because Sean will be there.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. But then we need to figure out the Kinda Honey angle. They have the title. Whether or not it's their title, they have it right now.
Sure, okay.
You know what I mean?
Is Gia coming to E3?
No.
Jen will be. She can be some kind of representative.
Well,
we can get...
so I like the idea that right now, the title is being held. I mean, again, we need to talk to the commissioner and figure it out.
Whoever that may or may not be.
I like the idea that the title is like a New Day title, where it's like the tag team champions. There's 3 of them, but it's
sure.
Like
Anyone can come out of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay,
all 3 Kinda Honeys are down.
Okay.
I mean, let's fuck it. Danielle is too.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She should be the commissioner. Nick Metz. Here's my birthday tax. It's healthy, thank you. Also, need to say Kinda Funny Live 3 was unreal. From hanging out with the community to seeing the show and being at the VIP event, I had the time of my life. Kinda Funny Live 4 can't come soon enough. No announcements on Kinda Funny Live 4 yet.
No announcements on Kinda Funny Live.
Who Dat Ninja 73 gave a tip and said, I had an absolutely incredible time at Kinda Funny Live 3, and it was awesome to finally be able to meet all of you. All of your hard work the last few months paid off. I'll be rocking the KF blue beard for the next year.
Yeah.
Damn. Or for next year, not for a year.
Yeah,
that's too much commitment, but we thank you for that. Johnny Fig gave a tip and said, hey, cool Greg, what are your thoughts on Gucci's latest album, Drop Top Wop? Also, Greg and Tim, I'm so excited for the daily games coverage. Can't wait. Keep up the great work. Thank you for me. Cool, Greg, what do you think of Gucci's album?
I actually haven't heard any of Gucci's latest album, but his Christmas album he put
Turn your
out.
camera, too. Gucci put out a Christmas album in June?
Oh, man. No, but he put out a Christmas album at Christmas time.
Okay.
And that's the last one I've heard, and man, that was fire. I even showed Tim a couple of the music videos. I loved it a lot. But yeah, I haven't heard his new one. I mean, I'm kind of funny now. I can't listen to music.
You got a job.
I
You
got
can't
video
be...
games to play.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Cool Greg. Nick Metz is back. P.S. Kevin, my shitty smartwatch is still better than yours. Tongue out emoji.
One of these Apple Watch kids. You go straight to hell.
Zeno Nostromo, just leaving my engagement tax. Thanks again for letting us do our thing on stage. Also, thanks for the water bar recommendation. It was delicious. Love, Mike. You're welcome. Congratulations on getting engaged at Kinda Funny Live 3. Congratulations on going to Water Bar.
Hell yeah.
We just went to Water Bar, didn't we, Ma?
Yes, we did.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was wonderful.
Good job, Ma. Flashy Andy gave a tip. Guys, thanks so much for such an amazing weekend at Kinda Funny Live 3. It was awesome to get to meet you all and to talk to you for a little while. Can't wait to see you again soon. P.S. Cool Greg is the homie.
Hey, thank you, bro.
We got to start capitalizing on the Cool Greg thing.
Yeah.
That needs to be a shirt. Just Cool Greg is my homie.
Yeah.
My homie's Cool Greg.
My homie's cool.
Actually, I've heard the homie thing a lot, man.
Yeah.
Is that something everyone gets? Is that a best friend homie thing? You just goes hand in hand now?
Tim always says something.
I mean, I say people are the homie.
Tim,
but
Tim says he's the
the Tim
homie,
thing.
but you definitely exemplify the homie relationship.
Bam. Perfect.
Bam, indeed. Porty Whisperer gave a tip and said, "Hey guys, RJ here. Wanted to say thanks for a great Kinda Funny Live 3. I need to make sure I do some certain things for Kinda Funny Live 4, like make sure I have a non-sketchy hotel and make sure I buy a chair for the line." You're learning. Good.
Baby steps.
Exactly.
Baby
a little bit
steps.
you
Some
go.
kids who had chairs for the line, I like stopped and I was like, "You guys are smart kids. You learned."
You them smart kids.
You some of them smart kids.
Yeah.
All right, we're leaving off. We'll come back. Let's jump back in the news over here.
Martine Green says, when does Kinda Funny Games Daily begin? June 19th.
The Monday
Is
after
that,
E3.
is that correct? I keep saying that. but-
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, cool.
The
June
Monday
19th.
after E3.
It's 13 days away.
I know, it's coming up real quick.
Okay, cool.
Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got it down. Don't worry. There's nothing
Yeah, so
planned.
June 19th will be the day, the start of the week that Kinda Funny Games Daily debuts,
Yeah.
the new format of Gamescast debuts, and Party Mode debuts.
Right.
Does
As
that
well
mean-
as a couple changes on Patreon, like the Game Over Greggy show and Gamescast will be live
Yeah.
to $1 Patreon supporters.
We gotta figure that out.
Yeah, we do.
That's not hard to say. What are you
No,
doing?
you're right. You're right. It's not hard.
And ad-free Game Over Greggy and Gamescast on Patreon.
All right. I was gonna say we'll not take questions from the audience, but we've gone too long, and our one reporter has forgotten the questions. If you want, we can call Andrew Goldfarb. He can ask questions. Dark Knight of News.
So you guys gonna be in games? Tim, you're in a game now?
Yeah, you're in
Yeah.
you're in Lego Marvel Superheroes too.
So cool.
Yeah. You
I'm
want to
there.
see
That was
possible
exciting
characters
news.
you might be?
Yeah.
There seems to be one. Well, there's one I think that actually requires us to do stuff, like do a voice, but it's like at the most lines probably. So I don't think any of us can do the voice real well.
Okay.
So I don't think we should get on board for that one. Hold on. Do this.
I'm excited about that.
There you go. So here, you can't say any of these, obviously. These are
yeah.
unannounced
Here's
characters.
my question. So
No, we're in the middle of this now. You sit on it, keep remembering it. Cross your fingers so you don't forget. These are the available characters. Of course.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Sure.
Okay.
Then this is the one that has probably a lot of character level.
yeah.
But it's in that level, which I'm a big fan of.
Got it.
So if I can try to do it, because it goes all the way in, but
Yeah. I'm all about that.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do it, but I want to do that.
Okay, sorry. Settle down. We'll not take questions from the audience. Kevin?
does the Gamescast come out on Monday?
No.
Okay, so that's the first time it's.
So what's going to happen, right, is that if you're, and we'll need you to spread this message to everybody out there. No Gamescast early access on Friday, because why would we do that? It'll all be outdated by the time E3 rolls around. Instead, stick with me. I'm going somewhere with this. Gamescast will be done every day of the week at E3. You'll get at the end there, right? So that would also mean then we're not doing a Gamescast Friday wrap-up because you already have it live on E3 week, meaning that next week it all resets. So there's nothing until the following Friday after E3 ends, there's a Friday. A week later, the first Gamescast Patreon goes out, followed by the Monday thing. Because E3 is there to reset the slate.
Got it.
That
So
makes
then
sense?
Gamescast is going to miss a week for free. Right?
For free?
Like there's on YouTube, there's
What?
going to be no Gamescast, but there will be Games Daily.
Right.
From the week of
yeah,
the 19th.
the 19th
Okay.
jump starts everything, but doesn't start with anything because it'll be then the Gamescast that gets recorded on the 22nd, post the 23rd on Patreon, live for every 26th.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, cool.
Get hyped.
Cool, Greg's the homie. Next story comes from GameSpot, where Eddie is still breaking down this Time magazine interview. PlayStation execs praise Nintendo Switch, talk PlayStation Vita. I'm gonna read this one for a little bit. Let me wet the whistles.
What that whistle, Greg?
PlayStation executive Sean Layden is singing the praises of the Nintendo Switch. Speaking to Time magazine, Layden said the console represents a great success for Nintendo. He added, "It's definitely what the fan base has been waiting for." The console is coming up on 3 million units sold, and it's the fastest selling console in Nintendo's history. But the console isn't taking away from PlayStation 4 sales, Layden said. When you look at our numbers, I think it shows that a lot of gamers are a two-console family. And quite often, those two consoles are PlayStation and Nintendo sitting side by side. In a separate interview with Glixel, PlayStation boss Jim Ryan said the Switch is an interesting console and added it's never a good idea to bet against Nintendo. It'll be interesting to see how they do this holiday. They're clearly out of stock. They've had some really big first-party franchises to support them. Zelda is so powerful, he said about Breath of the Wild. Don't expect Sony to revive the PlayStation Vita brand in the West, though. As Ryan told Glixel, the system is not an active line for Sony outside of Japan and parts of Asia. You can read the full thing at Glixel in time. Good to see Sony not talking shit, not ignoring Nintendo.
I like
Sad
it.
to see them
Sony and
letting the Vita go.
Nintendo being nice to each other.
Yeah.
It warms my heart.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. Big fan.
Similar to, but this is like last generation when it was the Wii 60. Remember that? Because it was the Wii and the 360.
Yeah.
That's how people were rolling with it. Because it was cheaper to buy that than it was to buy a PlayStation at one point.
Yeah,
Which was kind of ridiculous and stupid.
But I was always a PS Wii guy.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Because you're a homie. Not as big a homie as Cool Greg.
It's true. It's very true.
That's my man over there. Very proud of him. Very happy with him. None of you believed in him, but I always did.
Yeah.
From the moment I met
That's
him.
very true. Very
You know
true.
what I mean? Kevin was trying to keep him down for a long time. Is that true or false, Kevin?
That's totally false.
That's 100% correct.
After hours for
Making sure you understood.
several months.
Yoshida had goons.
All right, anyways. Going back to IGN, guess what, everybody? Oscar-winning Suicide Squad. Its sequel should begin shooting next year. Alex Gilyadov says Suicide Squad should begin shooting sometime in 2018. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Joel Kinnaman, who plays Rick Flag in the DC film, confirmed Warner Brothers is currently working on the script for the sequel. Quote, as far as I know, they're writing the script, and I think the plan is to shoot it sometime in 2018, but that could change, says Kinnaman. I think I'll definitely come back for it. I think I'll definitely come back for it. That's not the same thing. As for who Kinnaman wants to direct Suicide Squad 2, he said, I'd love for David Ayer to return. But if that's out of the cards, Kinnaman wants a director, quote, who is great with character and that's able to ground the story and maybe put these characters in a more normal situation. What a brilliant fucking idea.
Great.
That would have been great.
I still haven't seen Wonder Woman. Or Baywatch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Baywatch breaks my heart. I haven't seen that either. Yeah. It would be really interesting to see these crazy characters interact with regular people as well. David Ayer is rumored to be in talks to direct the upcoming Scarface reboot and was also set to helm the Harley Quinn spin-off Gotham City Sirens. Earlier this year, Mel Gibson confirmed he has been in talks with Warner Brothers to potentially helm Suicide Squad 2, but there have been no updates since. Suicide Squad 2 is an interesting one if they'll double down and keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This new, I saw this this morning. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Well, to me, it strikes me very much. It's a similar vein, not nearly as superfluous, but similar vein of when Cyborg was like, "No, we're still doing a Cyborg movie." I'm like, "You're all right. You're all right. Don't get ahead of yourself, son. Don't start cashing those checks just yet."
Kevin and I were talking about that. I thought they officially canceled it.
It has not been officially canceled. No.
Okay.
No. It's one of those things. What after Aquaman? I don't think they have any more confirmed release dates. Was the deal?
Got it.
That's the thing. But there's Batgirl. There's the Shazam dual movies. There, you know what I mean? But like, how many of these are actually going to
Nightwing.
Nightwing's not going to happen. Over at the PlayStation blog, but heads up to you PC dorks, this one applies to you too. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice from Ninja Theory launches August 8th on PlayStation 4. How would you say it?
I don't know. I wouldn't add an extra N in there.
Senua?
Senua.
Senua?
Senua's Sacrifice.
Should have just left it at Hellblade. Hello! After 3 years of open and independent development, we're excited to announce that Hellblade will be coming to the PlayStation 4 and PC on August 8th, 2017. Starting today, you can pre-order Hellblade for $29.99 and receive a bonus PlayStation 4 dynamic theme that depicts the iconic burning tree. They put out a new trailer. We won't watch it here because we don't want the copyright strike. You can go check it out. But it's interesting that this is coming, and it's also interesting that they come down here. In Hellblade, we are aiming to revive the lost space between indie and AAA gaming, where creatively diverse experiences made with AAA values can thrive once again. We've taken a small team of around 20 people and created a focused and rich experience that looks and feels good as any blockbuster title. Hellblade is about half the length of a regular AAA game and priced at about half the cost, a price that we think is fair to both you and us. Our hope is that if we make our independent AAA work with Hellblade, other developers will follow, leading to a more creative and diverse gaming world for developers and players alike. We've been humbled by the support we've had from the PlayStation fans throughout development. You followed our journey, shared our updates, and encouraged us to follow our vision to its fullest. We've shared our development ups and downs with you, giving you an insight into the world of creating a game like Hellblade, and listen to what you've had to say. Now we approach launch, we ask you to rally around, pre-order Hellblade, and help make this project a success for you, for us, you, and all of gaming. Thank you. What a fucking ending.
I'm super into this.
Right? Hell yeah. Like you want to talk about just nailing the messaging and talking to the right people and talking to the base and saying, hey, we've noticed the dropout of AA games and stuff. This one's short. This one's this. Let's get down in it. It's the same thing.
I want to see the trailer. I want to see.
Okay. You want to just roll the dice?
Been peaked.
Let's roll the dice. We know Ninja Theory.
Yeah.
Good dudes.
Yeah.
No, you can just go to 2017 and dial it down to like you go all the way down. Oh, that's fine.
You're good.
I always like to fuck with him. Be like, I'm 120 years old and I'm watching this trailer. What are you gonna do about it?
Yes. Full screen.
The world will come.
Cool Gray's on it. Don't worry. There we go.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. The sun will grow black. The earth will sink into the sea. The stars will disappear. Fire and water will meet. Flames will play against the sky. The heavens and earth and all the world will be burned. All the gods will be dead. And the warriors of Valhalla and people everywhere. Senua, prepare yourself for Ragnarok, for it is nigh.
All right.
Right?
I'm in. Save the trees.
From the moment they announced it, everybody's like, oh, they're playing off of Heavenly Sword, which is cool.
Yeah.
Hellblade, Heavenly Sword. All right, great. Everybody loved Enslaved, Odyssey to the West.
So good.
And then, I mean, they've done other stuff since then. DMC was the one they've done, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
like,
which was a bit. The thing is, people didn't dislike that game.
Sure.
People that liked it really liked it. It just wasn't the Devil May Cry they wanted.
Well, the big thing is I thought Heavenly Sword was, for PlayStation gamers, a high point of like, wow, this game's great, it's cool, it's got a lot to go on. It was before trophies. They never patched it for trophies, which I thought was a huge miss. And so you never got another one, which sucked. There should have been another
I
one.
never really liked it, but
There was enough there that could have been an awesome. Here's Heavenly Sword 2. It's got trophies. It's, you know, I think there could have been a buzz around it.
Yeah,
Enslaved was the same thing. Enslaved came out, and Enslaved was awesome, but
Enslaved
it
was awesome.
It caught people off guard, and it didn't get the sales it deserved, I think, personally.
no, that's very true.
You get to DMC, which was like, man, didn't hit what people wanted, and then they went down this weird path of like, fight back, Disney Infinity, the definitive edition of DMC, Disney Infinity 3.0, where they're helping out, not just doing it by themselves. And now Hellblade's here. And I think it's super smart of them to come out and say, we made Hellblade, and here's what we're doing with it. It is this mid-tier game, and that's why it costs this price. We want you to support it. You've been so supportive. Like, that's the way to fucking do this, right? Like,
yeah, no, it's super awesome. Because to me, Heavenly Sword always felt like a PS2 game that was as pretty as a PS3 game.
Sure, okay.
And that, not that was a bad thing, it's just like we wanted next gen at that point.
I think that makes sense.
And I feel like now it's backwards, where now we want old. Like now we want those old experiences because we don't get them anymore.
Yeah.
And at this price point, that makes sense to me. Like this is exciting news.
Yeah.
But yeah, Enslaved. Where's the HD remaster of that?
I love the idea of this is the fact that developers are waking up to this and waking up to how to message it. Because Cliff Bleszinski did the same thing with Lawbreakers, where he's like, yep, and this is in the video when he was talking, I was interviewing him. He's like, yep, it's $30. We don't think you should pay full price for a multiplayer only game. That's not how this works. And we like to think we act like we're making a AAA game, but we're a AA studio. That's how many people we have. Was our first thing. I was like, what a refreshing take. Set expectations correctly so you don't get No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Where everybody thinks this is gonna be, oh my God, Hellblade. It's gonna be fucking the next Nier Automata. I'm gonna play it for millions of hours or whatever. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. Final story is a short one and exciting for folks like me. It comes from Mike Fahey over at Kotaku. In 2015, Vanillaware revealed 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. The latest very pretty game from Dragon's Crown and Odin Sphere director George Kamitani. Today, Atlas announced it will be localizing and releasing the PlayStation 4 Vita game in the West. The game's Japanese release date is still TBA, so expect it sometime after that. Loved Dragon's Crown and Odin Sphere. Excited to have this in there.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Kinda Funny morning show each and every weekday here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames. We come to you with the nerdy news you need to know about. Then we jump in the chat to answer your questions, comments, and concerns. In between those two segments, I reach on the internet, grab, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh, is this what the one of the, show it. Okay.
That was Skizip's fun clip.
Thank you very much, Skizip. Grab a video game, toss it to you. How do you win it? It's simple, be in the chat like so many of you are right now on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames, or there are 3 other ways to win if you want to amplify your chances or not be here, and instead watch us later on youtube.com/kindafunny or podcast services around the globe. Number 1, you can subscribe to us on Twitch. What that gets you is the Kinda Funny logo next to your name, cool emotes, private chat time with us. You get to play multiplayer games with us. You don't get ads unless we bake them in. And we're baking them in today.
Hell yeah, we are.
And then also, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, so you can just steal money back from Amazon and give it to us, because we'd like it. Every 30 days, you have to re-up one of those. It's a great way to get yourself entered and support us without having to do anything. A lot of people just sit on it, they don't even know. And then they come from the YouTube and they give it to us, and they go, ha, 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 ha.
It's true.
Did Kevin just bring in, like, milk and cookies for Cool Greg?
Coffee, creamer, and cookies.
What a bro, huh? Look at Kevin. Look at Kevin taking care of his employees over there.
Kevin.
You can also go to patreon.com/kindafunny or patreon.com/kindafunnygames. Support us at the $2 and up level, and you are entered to win. Today, in light of the last story, we're giving away Odin Sphere. Two, I won't tell you what. I guess we should make them with you the ads. You go with yours first since you're in here making two.
All right.
Stretch.
Here we go. This giveaway is brought to you by Verve. Verve, made by the fine people over at Crunchyroll. It's home to all your favorite channels, including Funimation and Crunchyroll and Rooster Teeth and CISO and a whole bunch of other things like that. It gives us a chance to discover more content from all those creators that we know and love and support their newest creations. On Crunchyroll, you can watch Attack on Titan Season 2 and My Hero Academia Season 2 as well. Both of those subbed, or if you want to watch them dubbed, you can get them on Funimation. That's what we're doing, and we're going to do that tomorrow when we do the continuation of the watch-along.
Oh. Now I see why this ad's today, to promote the thing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now I'm with you. Good job. You're smart when you do this.
Exactly. Tomorrow after the morning show, Nick and I will be. Oh, what is that?
It's panties.
Oh, okay. Nick and I will be watching the episode 3 of Attack on Titan Season 2. We already watched 1 and 2. You can watch those on youtube.com/kindafunny and watch along with us with this free 7-day trial of Verve combo pack. Go to vrv.co/kindafunny, or you can click the link in the description when we put this up on YouTube. For your 7-day free trial of the Verve combo back to watch the best channels on Verve, ad-free, in HD. Get hyped.
I love it when like Kevin asks a question like that, because you know what means. Like it's like somebody like, and this flight's going to Boston. And somebody's like, we're going to Boston? Yeah, we're going to Boston.
Yeah.
He's showing that to you on the screen. So.
Yeah, they changed.
So while that's done, I'll tell you then
that.
it's also brought to you by Movement Watches. Movement Watches start at just $95. At a department store, you're looking at $400 to $500. Movement figured out you should stretch while I do this. Movement figured out that by selling online, they were able to cut out the middleman and retailer markup, providing the best possible price, classic design, quality construction, and stylized minimalism. Over 1 million watches sold in over 160 countries. We have a whole bunch of them floating around here. We like them. Tim wears them when he gets fancy, I hear. Is that right?
Want to get fancy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wear it when I get fancy too. What's up with the sunglasses? We like those. Andy was saying those are different though, right?
That's different.
I like the sunglasses too. So basically I'm saying Movement does good stuff. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movementwatches.com/KFMS. That's MVMTwatches.com/KFMS. Remember, Father's Day's coming up. Get them a watch. Dads love that because then they go, you know what time it is? Whooping time. Drop them drawers and they just lay in you.
Good Lord. Good Lord.
Join the movement. And as somebody, that's their tagline, right? Join the movement.
Yeah.
As somebody pointed out, I can use my classic tagline too. What else are you gonna tell time with? A shoe?
Very true. Very true.
The winner today of Odin Sphere on the PlayStation, crossed by PS4 and Vita, is none other than Twitch sub Wool Fox 10JC. I thought it was a typo at first. Mm-hmm. But no, it's Wool Fox, all right. WOL Fox. You can check your Twix messages. That sounds delicious. If they made Twix messages, it sounds like that's the only way Kevin and I would communicate. I'm gonna jump back into the tips, knock them out before we get in to the chat. Next tip comes.
Wait, before you do the tips, there's another giveaway. Sorry, there's a lot happening there with the stretching and the stuff. There's a Verve giveaway that goes with the Verve thing.
Oh, so you have to give somebody, you have to give one of them the trial code.
Yes. No, it's not a trial code. You get a free $10 thing where you can just buy whatever channels you want.
Oh, nice.
Whatever. The winner is Jacubris on Twitch, in the Twitch chat. So shout out to Jacubris. You can watch Attack on Titan with us for free tomorrow.
That would have been a good way to promote it, that we're giving 2 giveaways. I forget that.
That's, yeah.
When you do it.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
you know, you just came in here, just punched through the wall like the Kool-Aid man this morning.
It would have been great.
You hijacked my show.
There was a plan. That was the plan. And then panties were on my head and it really threw me off.
It happens to the best of us. Over in the tips, Mario Corrales says, hi guys. All I ever wanted was a photo of Kevin squeezing me in a bear hug, and I got one. Thanks for such an amazing weekend. My wife, Deb, and I appreciate it. No problem. A-Rock86 says, I love you guys, that is all. Thank you, and that was a healthy tip, Jesus. EXP Reaper Jabub. All my love to you guys. Got home early this morning from a lovely cross-country red-eye back to Jacksonville, Florida. Thanks for an incredible week. Miss all the best friends out there. They miss you too. Now there is that post Kinda Funny Live depression.
Yeah.
But we have to get the post Kinda Funny Live pre-E3 excitement. My body is fucked right now.
Confused.
Yeah, exactly.
Very confused.
King Franchise 88 says, hey guys, thanks again to you and all the best friends who made Kinda Funny Live 3 the best fucking weekend of my life. Love you all. P.S. You're gonna remember me now, Greg, or do I need to send you flashcards, old man? Now I remember it. Because he said it late. He said it and it
Yeah.
You know, I read it. It's a different thing.
I got it.
These kids with
I
their
totally
names.
got it, man. They got their
Wet
names.
Dirt 28 gave a
Dirt.
tip and said, I host the annual talent show at my high school where I teach. This year's intro was an homage to Kinda Funny.
I'm
Fun
so
clips.
stoked about this. I don't know if you were part of this conversation, but we were talking about Kinda Funny Live, and we were
Yeah.
trying to explain it to people that didn't know what it was.
Yeah, no, you
and
can't
for a
do that.
while, I've been like, oh, it's like half concert, half circus, half just ridiculousness. But no, I realized what it is we're just like 4 dudes that were way too into high school talent shows.
Yeah.
And now we just do that as adults.
Oh, that is smart. Do you want to screen
Oh
it?
my God.
I think I know what it is
I'm
already.
already excited about this.
Just just bring it up full screen. Let's play it. This is Wet Dirt 28.
And now, introducing your host for today's event, the champion of Outdo, Maestro Rick Gillespie, and that man who wears the
Is everyone super confused? You think at what the fuck this is? They even, I mean, they just jacked the dance straight up. That's it.
The smiles are great. Oh my God. Wow, they're going into it.
Yeah. But make sure you tweet this at Nick Scarpino so he can, at Nick_Scarpino, so he can show his wife who designed this dance.
There we go in the back.
Good job, Wet Dirt 28. I also appreciate the commitment that you are a high school teacher and your Instagram name is Wet Dirt 28. Never change, man. Dudes in Space says looking for the weekly VidCon update. My theory is that Nick is intimidated by our handsome good looks and is trying to get out of going and sabotaging the whole deal. You are correct. We've pulled out of VidCon.
Yeah.
We are not going to VidCon.
Sorry, Dave.
We have a new show launching,
soon.
Games Daily, things are happening, and I already saw Harley, so I don't need to go there.
Yes,
I got
we're good.
nothing. I got nothing left to do there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
Were we
sad.
supposed to see them there? We're supposed to work with them? I
Didn't
mean,
see this?
yeah, I know
No,
they're the
I
ones
just
that are always
see them
begging.
there.
Maybe they should just come up a little bit further. It's not that far.
What?
6 hours by car, come to San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah, see us, you know what I mean? EXP Reaper, Jabub is back.
Jabub?
Or no, he just gave the same tip again. Thank you again, you didn't have to do that. Outcast 212. I was trying to follow what happened with the Nintendo Championship last week on social media, but couldn't piece it together. Can I get a small recap of the belt? Thanks. Keep fucking the chicken, guys. We've done that.
We already-
since
we
your tip
did
was
it
submitted.
earlier in the
So let's
thing,
just
so hopefully you
let's
saw
just
it.
say it was for you, yeah. The Cam Punge nerd. Hey, Greg and Tim. Just gonna show you some love from Malaysia. Really love your show. P.S. This is my first tip, by the way. Smiley face. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. DJ Kento says, can Cool Greg be the commissioner? And if so, can we start calling him the commish? I mean, Cool Greg can't be everything to this company.
Yeah, no.
Cool
I
Greg.
don't know. I might get drunk with power.
Yeah.
I've never been in control of like a whole belt and like a whole system.
No, that
and
sounds
stuff.
dangerous, yeah.
It does.
I think I want to see you compete. I want to see you get one of the get your title shot one day.
I mean, I think I would probably just give Sasha the belt.
Huh, okay.
Maybe
well,
Tone. I don't
You
know.
can't just give away the belt. You're a champion.
I don't. What's the commissioner do? I'm in charge of the matches, right?
Well, I'm saying you're not the commissioner. I'm saying you got to compete for the belt. I want
Oh.
you in the running.
Oh, that's what. Oh,
We got to build to a brother versus brother Inferno
Oh my
match.
God. Oh my God.
Kinda
Yes.
Funny Live, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you
Buried
burn?
alive match.
I'll go for the belt. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm be in control of it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Citrus Chrome says Ninu Kuni predictions. Hulk is displeased, and then it's a YouTube link here to the old Ninu Kuni Japanese gaming Hulk Hogan thing.
good.
Oh man, no, it was Freedom Wars, right? That we actually had real Hulk Hogan do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
It's all about Freedom Wars, brother.
chin the curb, sister. That was such a great fucking moment.
Do you play that?
Huh?
Play that?
No, don't worry about it. Kazip Jamie is back. My mom pet sat for me, and I showed her Pixel Brave videos when I got back. She told me Cool Greg is really cute. Gotta bring my mom next year. Cool Greg, watch out. He did this. But he did it much cooler than me. Clint Gilmore gave a tip and said, Tim,
Yes.
I know you might have trouble thinking of an even cooler entrance than you had at Kinda Funny Live 3, but I think this would do the trick. Then it's a YouTube link.
Oh,
Congrats on
please.
the good job, new job, Cool Greg.
I will say, Miss Movies gave me an idea
Really?
that is freaking brilliant. I'll tell you later.
Can I tell you then what Tone and I came up with that apparently wasn't good enough for you?
Yeah.
Tone and I were talking about how can he possibly... Oh, this looks really cool. Oh, yeah, I saw this. The Green Goblin guy coming to life. You can show it to people.
right?
Tone and I had a conversation about how you're going to outdo yourself, and
Uh-huh.
we were talking about next year you have to come out in water, and then I was like, what about a giant aquarium?
I love it.
And we just wheel a giant aquarium out with Tim inside of it, doing like
With an
mermaid
octopus.
stuff. This is
With
terrifying.
Ariel?
Yeah. This is incredibly terrifying.
Yeah, I would love to do it. I mean, but hey, if we couldn't get a drone
Yeah, I know,
to work,
right? Yeah. You're gonna fucking die.
That's so cool, though.
Jimster Jim gave a tip and said, Tim, all I want is a Pokemon console game as big as The Witcher 3 with side quests and lots of towns to visit.
Hell
You can't deny it
yeah.
would be a beast game.
That would be my game of the forever.
Yeah.
If that would have happened.
Yeah. Get Vizzy gave a tip. A heartfelt thank you to all the best friends who made the commitment to come out to Kinda Funny Live 3. The experience of sharing these moments together is the epitome of why I love this community above the rest. Well said, Get Vizzy.
My favorite thing, and I forgot where the story came from, but someone was talking about the VIP meet and greet that we did, and the bouncer at the door got someone's ID and was like, "Oh shit, California! You're one of like 20 people from California.
Oh, wow, really?
Everyone else is from around the country.
That's awesome. That's
or
really
world.
cool. Mad Clicks gave us a tip and said, hey guys, first Tim tipping. Do you think PS4 Pro will get a price drop at E3 to combat the Scorpio announcement? Thanks for all you do.
No. Maybe.
Yeah, it's not a terrible
Maybe.
idea. It's not a terrible idea, but it doesn't sound like what Sony would do. Usually that shit's just like something they press release out and be done with.
Yeah, so Sony a couple days ago, you might have talked about this yesterday.
Sean Layden's saying it's going to be just like last year.
Yeah, just games,
Yeah.
games. So fuck yeah, get hyped.
Yeah.
But then they also said that 1 in 5.
Yeah, 1 in 5 PlayStation 4 sold
is
as
a Pro.
PlayStation 4 Pro.
That's
which is smart.
Really good.
Brad Eric Murphy gave a tip and said, loved Kinda Funny Live 3. However, I thought you really undersold the whole internet celebrities buy you food angle of Kinda Funny Live 3. Will you one-up Max's Wings and Harley's Pizza next year? Love meeting you guys. Take care. Well, the gauntlet's been thrown. Max Landis throwing in $500 for infinite wings. Harley coming out of the place with pizzas. We'll figure it out. I mean, we gave you all DiGiorno pizzas. I guess that's not good enough.
Yeah.
That's
I love
forgotten. That's forgotten.
How about my friends?
Goddamn right.
Yeah,
Oyster eating good over there.
that was so good. Bye, dude. Thank you
Eric.
for everything.
Our photographer Eric is leaving. Thank you for everything.
Harley.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We got Cheeks Jr. here in the chat.
This fucking
Shout out
kid.
to Cheeks, by the way. The guy that showed up for the
Double
Bandicoot
D!
Bash Challenge.
Yeah.
At Kinda Funny Live 3. He says, can we get Harley on GOG again? We need to. We got to
Yeah.
figure that out. Because
Yeah.
I feel like our relationship with him is so different now than it was when we had him on GOG
Sure.
back at Patreon
Sure.
years ago.
Right.
Because like since then, we've done the Final Fantasy thing. We've done this, where it's like I think he sees us in a different light
Oh, good,
than he
okay.
used to.
Yeah.
I'm sure he always liked us.
Yeah.
Especially you. You guys were fucking bros. But now he thinks that we're cool.
Good. Okay.
So, got to make that happen.
Maybe he won't be very inappropriate about
He-
Taylor Swift this time.
He also, I don't know if you guys saw, but he was vlogging at Kinda Funny Live.
Yeah.
And on his YouTube channel, not Epic Mealtime, but on the Harley YouTube channel, he put up a vlog
It's great.
about how his adventures being drunk at Kinda Funny Live.
A lot of backstage stuff that's cool.
Yep.
Dino gave us the final tip. I'm calling him. I finally started making enough money freelancing to consider quitting my job, so I'm sharing the wealth. Greg, please do a community Friday the 13th night. I want to kill you and be killed by you. Yeah, we need to do that 100%. Good point. Short week, E3 coming up. I'll figure it out. I want to do it. We'll figure it out. Maybe I can do it after the EA stuff on Saturday.
Oh.
Because I'm already here.
Well,
We gotta do, I guess, reaction videos
reactions.
and stuff.
Yeah. Before?
Isn't it like 9 in the morning?
Oh, fuck.
We should make a graphic or something that explains all this stuff. Remember, 30 minutes before every conference, we're live watching it with you, 30-minute post show, or a post show to see how long it goes out.
Should it be 30 minutes before? I don't think so. 15.
I've already been saying 30, so you're locked in now.
That's so much.
It's us bullshitting around.
I know, but like that stuff always, I don't like that part.
Then fine, you never have to do one.
No, that's
I'll
not-
sit here with a
it's not
man,
about-
Andy Cortez,
it's
and
not
Cool
about
Greg,
that.
and we'll
It's
sit
not
here and talk
about
about pizzas.
It's about the quality of the content. Greg.
Pre-shows are about getting live, so people settle in, they come in, they're like,
Yeah,
man.
15 minutes. I'll feel you. I get it. It's all good.
And
You
not
won.
to mention,
You
does anything
won.
ever work for us? We're gonna turn it on in 15 minutes, no sound.
EA's at 12. So 11:30 pre-show.
Okay. I don't know if I want to do Friday 13th. Stay tuned. I do want to play more Friday 13th. Let's jump into the chat, dude. The Moriarty 3 and 3. Get on our way. Juggler says, Greg and Tim, do you remember a time when your life wasn't a series of high-flying roller coasters? Keep going, guys.
It's getting more and more distant.
Remembering normal life?
Yeah, because I mean, even pre-Kind of Funny,
Yeah.
like IGN was a roller coaster of ridiculousness as well. And I don't really remember college and earlier, so I guess that time is gone.
Yeah, we've been here too long.
Yeah.
Frog and Bullfish 89, Greg, how do you feel about me toasting a bread, spreading some of that bad butter, sprinkling some garlic and onion powder on it, and dipping it in some Prego? I feel really fucking good about that. I feel like that needs to be a video that is then tweeted at me step by step. Kevin, how do you feel about that?
What was the last one? Dipping in some what?
Prego.
What's Prego?
Spaghetti sauce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kevin likes that too.
Assassin. Wait. It's assassin spelled very wrong, so I'm not sure what's going on here. But
Assassin Killer
says, Tim, what happened to the new Kind of Funny shirts from the Xavier Woods announcement video? We sold them at Kind of Funny Live 3. There was 2 exclusive ones. They sold out totally. And there was 2 new ones, Cooking with Greggy.
Yeah.
And the Games Collection shirt, which is the teal one with all the game names that you guys came up with. Those will be released on kindoffunny.com/store soon. I think RTX might be the release date of them.
Okay.
I need to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's the going plan.
Okay.
For that.
There you go. Rocket Adrift. Hey, Greg, could you talk about the new segment, P.S. I Love This Best Friend, XOXO? Yeah, so we talked about this a bit in the video, and I think a little bit on stage at some point, but I forget. We're going to do a new segment on the morning show called P.S. I Love This Best Friend, XOXO. We took the feedback that, we are so involved, and we're not out there with you guys in all the communities and threads that we only see Frog and Bullfish 89. We only see Zyger. We only see the people we get to interact with maybe in the Twitch or through Twitter, and we're ignoring people who are doing amazing things in the community. So the idea with this one is it'll be a form, a Google form you can submit to us that will then come in as, hey, this person is in this community and they're awesome because they're doing this. And we can then sit there and sift through those. And then the idea, if you submit enough, which I'm sure you guys will, is that I'd like to have it be a segment on the morning shoshow that's, hey, we get to it and here's somebody who's doing something great. Here's a best friend that's doing something amazing. We want to talk about that. And that's the idea. I'm gonna still keep on Kind of Funny Games Daily something similar to what was P.S. I Love This Best Friend, where it's like, hey, I need somebody to play with. Where you guys submit on the daily, hey, I'm on Xbox and I'm playing this. Hey, I'm starting an Excel spreadsheet. I really need somebody to play with that on my PC. Hey, I'm playing a real game on PlayStation 4. I want to play with people there. And we'll still do that, but I think rebranding for this one, P.S. I Love This Best Friend XOXO, makes sense of, hey, you guys know better than us what's happening out there and the things we're missing, and so we want to make sure we're celebrating everybody and giving everybody a chance to touch the ball.
Yep.
Because everybody wants to touch Nick's balls.
Robert Loves Me says, so what happened to Chad at Kind of Funny Live 3? Andy Cortez killed Chad.
Chad's dead.
Chad is dead.
Chad is dead.
At Kind of Funny Live 3.
Right.
It was brutal. Bloodbath. And Lord Raziel77 says, I didn't hear anything about Love and Sex stuff. Did it not get renewed? No, it did not get renewed. It is still in between seasons. It will be back at some point, but there's no confirmation of timing or anything on that. We're working on Cooking with Greggy, that it's coming out in
September.
September, is that
The
what it said?
idea is July, right?
Doodles, yeah.
July is Doodles.
August.
Doodles.
Doodles.
Cooking with Greggy, September, October.
Yeah.
Cooking with Greggy.
And then hopefully something. We're trying to do something where we put out miniseries that are
The next one will
2
be
months.
Big Kev Dog Rolls in Broken Glass. What do you got, Kev?
When we go film that, do we all go and get to eat?
See, this is the big thing. Because remember, the original idea I had for the show was that we'd fuck off for a week in the mornings and then bring the food in for lunches, and that'd be perfect.
That's great too.
Yeah, but why?
We have an extra camera, lighting.
Yeah, but then things changed, and now we have a different setup of people. So it's like, well, and I think we have to do it on the weekend. And how we're gonna? What happens to all this food? I assume, yeah, you're there just garbage disposing it up.
Nice way to say that.
I assume you're there just. I assume you're there on the toilet, and we're just feeding you, so you can just keep going.
Ryan Santilli says Harley better be in Cooking with Greggy. We got to make
No
that happen.
promises on that one.
but-
Not to mention, I'm surprised by how many people want to be in Cooking with Greggy.
Yeah?
Backstage, as soon as we announced it, Gio Corsi was like, "Dude, I'll just be in the back chopping carrots, whatever you need." I'm like, "All
I love
right,
it, man.
I'm like, "I'm pretty sure he's like super Italian." I'm like, "I'm sure you could teach me a thing or two. I don't know if you have to be back there chopping carrots while I'm making a pork chop. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. We're in sub-only mode now, by the way.
The Fat Boy Jr. says, since Cool Grade does Kevin's job now, what does Kevin do other than play Switch on the couch? We're still figuring that out. No, I'm just kidding. Cool Greg is getting trained on this stuff so that when Kevin's not here, we have a backup.
Yeah.
Because the problem was the show would go to total shit and Kevin could never take a day off. And I don't know if you've heard, he's getting married soon, which means we got honeymoon times, we got all the stuff coming on. So we need some backups going on for all the different shows, especially with Games Daily and all that coming up.
Yeah.
And Kevin's moving on to a bit more of a producer role when it comes to a lot of the Patreon content. And now that we have the things ad-free, now that we're doing the live streamed GOG and Games cast and all that, there's a lot more back-end work, a lot more just kind of making sure that all of the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed.
Nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
God, love when you talk I's and T's.
I love it.
Joker44, Battleborn free-to-play just announced, if anyone cares. Anyone? Well, no. And then also remember that it's not free-to-play, it's an unlimited trial period. You see this?
No.
Can you remember when Jason Schreier a while back reported on, hey, Battleborn is going to go free to play. This is like September. Hey, Battleborn is going to go free to play. And on Twitter, Randy Pitcher was like, no, we're not. You're fucking lying. And Schreier's like this. And they went back and forth arguing about like what the definition of free to play was. And then today Gearbox put out a press release like, Battleborn's a free trial for unlimited game it's like for unlimited time. And it's like Schreier put up the article. He's like, they're going out of their way to not say free to play. And then again, Randy came in and tried to argue, and Jason's like, I'm not going to do this. It's just whatever.
Good
Sorry.
Lord, man. Wow.
Video games. Friendzone Hughes says, didn't get to do my sub message, but been watching you guys for a while. I loved meeting you guys at RTX 2 years ago, and you guys have helped me through a lot of the last couple of years. I can't wait to see you guys at RTX this year for the panels and hangouts y'all will probably have. I hope to become a best friend. P.S. Batman v Superman was a great movie. I like this guy. He is a best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Bizarre Monk says, Greg or Tim, have you ever tried magic mushrooms or psychedelics? Why or why not? I have not, because drugs scare me.
Yeah, no, I haven't either. I don't want to fucking... I'll be the one guy who like has the permanent damage or runs out and gets hit by a car.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll just drink myself to oblivion.
Yeah. No. I can't even do it, although it sounds awesome. Psychedelics sound like the coolest thing.
Psychedelics sound cool.
Out of all the drugs, if I could try a drug and like rewind if something went wrong, it would definitely be ecstasy. Ecstasy sounds awesome. Where it's just like
people.
Yeah, it's like you feel hypersexual. Everything you touch feels great. And
you hate being touched.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If it feels good, then fuck yeah.
What if it amplified the emotion you already have?
People are telling me that like you could just connect with music and just it becomes you, and I'm like, I'm so into that, but I'm not gonna do it because that's scary.
I'll try steroids. See if I can rewind it.
Is this our last one?
I mean, we've done a whole bunch of this.
Oh, okay.
I'm just seeing if anybody is.
You want to just read them subs then?
Sure. Fill time. I gotta open up subs. I closed it. Fill time.
Oh, sorry.
Say something.
Sorry. I am so out of it. I was just looking at the chat and I was reading it and it kept going and it just turned into colors. I don't need drugs. I'm good. Also, my eyes have been super dry.
Sure.
I think it's just been sitting at the computer for so long.
Of course,
like,
I'll 100% do it.
Yeah, and it's just been, man, my whole body is just like, Tim, why would you do this?
All right, if I read your name.
A lot of people in the chat have been pointing this out, and it is true. Everyone's like, Tim, you're looking thinner. I lost 15 pounds last week. That's what you do when you abuse your body by not eating and just sitting at a computer.
You should do a Kind of Funny Live once a month.
Yeah, I know. It's true.
All right, if I read your name, your sub, or a resub, we love and appreciate you. You've all been so good today. We're starting at 11:17. Sorry for everybody we missed. Mike in Motion, 2 months. Tim, I'd like to see you steal P.S. I Love You XO singing the Shuhei segment. I love hearing songs created from the community. Interesting for Gamescast.
So that's the thing is, I do think it's an interesting opportunity to take P.S. I Love You and to take all the key segments and to divide them up between Gamescast and Games Daily in a way that makes sense and makes the
100%.
shows complement each other and different enough.
Sure.
I really think we had a good opportunity here with these shows.
So this is what you want to talk about. Okay, gotcha. G Schultz 89, Aloys 27, Slickerius, Cape K08, Shaggy Sasquatch, Dragon _Punch, Bruce Wayne Brady. 4 months with you beautiful bastards. Greg, what are some Wonder Woman stories that you'd suggest? Most of what I know about her is Bruce Timm's JLA cartoons. Well, that's pretty actually awesome. Wonder Woman, I'm not a huge fan of in the comics. Like I was talking about in the review, right? Like the whole Greek god and magic thing's never been my shtick. I think she's great in Trinity. I think that's really good. I like Superman Wonder Woman from New 52, which they've kind of blinked out of existence, but it was fun to read. But I can't really give you that many great suggestions for it. I know everybody loved Greg Rucka's run. The New 52 stuff was great. She's good in Kingdom Come, but that's more of a Superman story, so I can't really help you. There's more. Ask Jessica Chobot, she'll know. F-Zero, 6 months long and strong. Keep on. Keep it on, fellas. I gotcha.
We will.
Joey Fine. Gold Stomp. Thanks, guys. Here's some sweet Amazon money. By the way, Tim, Black and White 2 did the same thing as Ultra Sun and Moon.
But it didn't, though. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how alternate the storyline is. But Sun and Moon were like an actual sequel story-wise.
T-Clock. So excited for the content moving forward. Keep being awesome. He didn't put the choking on his own snot. That was me.
That seems fake.
Allergies. I'm sorry. Well, it's that thing where I'm not coughing, but it's like I can't breathe and I need to blow my nose. I am reprogrammed. Boom Daddy 246. bring it behind me. That's the GIF I used for today's morning show. Boom Daddy 246. Been lurking since the Beyond days. Finally used my Amazon sub. Love you boys and gals. Keep making sweet, nasty love to that poultry. We will. Doc Online. Zero Roy. It's officially a baby boy for the orgy. Because he's been around for 9 months.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Mario Adom. Hey, let the best friends know that Amazon Prime video subscribers, parentheses, video service for countries without Amazon or Amazon Prime, have access to Twitch Primes, which means free subscription. So there you go. If you subscribe to Amazon Prime Video outside of the United States, and thus didn't have Amazon Prime before, you do have Twitch Prime through Amazon Prime Video. We'd love your free sub.
Without Amazon or Amazon Prime?
Because it's Amazon Prime Video. You can subscribe to that outside of the United States.
Got it. Okay.
Nick Metz. Honora K. Angel, 3 in a row. Blakers, 37. Burritos, man. Great job, guys. Bradley Murphy, 5 months. Kind of Funny Live 3 brought my sky-high love for Kind of Funny to new heights. Lost it when I finally met you guys. Apologies to Greg for introducing myself too much. Then he put out the tongue out emoji. It's cool, Bradley Murphy. We love you, don't worry.
Brad Murphy.
What up?
I saw him when we were in line for he was doing the VIP line. And he's like, oh, I'm Brad. I'm like, you're Brad.
Yeah, he put this story up on the Facebook group I saw last night.
Awesome.
Yeah. Ninja Master Dave. Carmel Camaro. Had a great time at Kind of Funny Live 3 and was so glad to help and meet you guys at Wing Wings. Have a great show and get better. Saw Coelho. Get it? Like Saw Gerrero? Yeah, Eddie Guerrero's brother. Reverend Schmitty. Happy birthday, Gia, and shout out to best friend Jeremy for hooking me up with a poster after I was unable to attend Kind of Funny Live 3. He's the real MVP.
He is. It's true.
Peanut0423.
Peanut.
30 months in a row. Happy birthday, Gia Chu. And Hove album coming soon.
Is that true?
Cool, Greg, don't know.
Video games now, not music.
Yeah, okay. D. Farrow 17. I believe in Tim. I believe in the year of dreams 3. P.S.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Gia.
Let's go. Your dreams. Get hype.
Aaron Harmon. Shu XDC. Bow Chicka Wow Wow. Jonathan Ruiz 89. I've been here since the beginning and figured it's safe to sub now. I don't think you guys are going anywhere. True. Thank you.
Very true.
X Rebel Spirit X. Great work on Kind of Funny Live 3, Tim. I love you.
Thank you.
Jalop. Very excited about the upcoming changes. Love you guys. Blue Badge 19. Love what you did at Kind of Funny Live 3. Can't wait to get out for Kind of Funny Live 4 and meet y'all. Tim.
Yes.
What do you think I have a better chance at getting? Super Mario RPG or Mega Man X Series Remaster? That's my hopeful get hype moment.
What?
Super Mario RPG or Mega Man X Remaster.
Mega Man X Legacy Collection, I think, is a guarantee to happen eventually. Yeah, the fact that they made, do you see this Mega Man Legacy Collection too?
Yeah.
If they're gonna do that, we're getting the X games.
Okay.
But Super Mario RPG, like, we'll get it on Virtual Console. I don't think we're gonna. There's
Not
never
a new
gonna
one,
be.
right?
No.
Javi93_PR 9-month hype. Tim, I believe in the year of dreams. I think they will announce either Crash Wrath of Cortex PS2 or Crash Team Racing as an extra for the Insane Trilogy at E3.
I mean, I predicted that too, but it's not.
That's your heart?
Yeah, that's my heart talking. Not Wrath of Cortex though. That ain't going.
Zelda Zeppelin, hey guys, thanks for the amazing weekend at Kind of Funny Live 3. It was great to meet all of you, and shout out to the community for being awesome too. Dudes in Space, 4-month sub, thanks Amazon. Iron Storm 613, shout out to the Kind of Funny Discord, who has helped me get through probably the most devastating month of my life. The people there have welcomed me and got me through it, whether they know it or not. Thanks for all you do.
There you go, Discord. It's important.
There's information up, the kids can tell you. Kevin's showing more memes over here. McCoy97, 5 months of sucking that free Twitch Prime dick. Love you guys. Damn. John BX32. I watched Kind of Funny Live 3 on Periscope and it was incredible. Very excited for the future. Congrats, cool Greg.
Thank you.
Steve Jocelyn. Couldn't make Kind of Funny Live 3 this year, but had a great time following the community shenanigans on social medias. Hope to see you in San Diego at Comic-Con events. Polite provisions. Love you guys hard. Currently no plans to go to Comic-Con. Trying to dodge them. But if an opportunity comes along, maybe that'll change, but we'll see. Error Can't Be Shown says 2-year anniversary. Woo! Keep up the good work. Great work, guys. Fennel N. Party Taylor. Heart. John a Jew. Not much to say. Heart, you guys. Congrats on Kinda Funny Live 3. Here's a short, fun clip. No, it's the Pope with the Curb Your Enthusiasm music over meeting Donald Trump. It's been played out. Joe Lumberjack. Check out the podcast, doubleburst.com. Ethan Arnett. Arndt.
Oh, God.
Arndt.
Yeah, Ethan Arndt.
Would you rather speak every language fluently or play every instrument flawlessly? Speak every language. Yeah, that'd be awesome. You able to talk to everybody?
No, definitely an instrument.
I could finally understand what Andy's saying.
That's one way to put it. I don't need to talk to people. If they can't talk to me, it's all good.
Trevor
Subtitles,
Trove.
bro.
Also here for 30 months. Holy dang, 2.5 years. Love you guys. Great seeing you. Tim, you killed it.
Thank you.
The Twitch sub, formerly known as T Starkey 0810. Tay Sean 14. It's been a tough week, guys, but here's 6 months.
Here we go.
We got you, bro. Arrow News. Arrow News. Thanks for some great shows. Also play Rhyme. It's actually pretty good. I want to get to it eventually. Kratos Gao, 1984. I know, but he says Gao. God of War. Pokemon. Or he says Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Agent Omega X. Brody Neeson. Kinda Funny Live 3 was awesome. Greg, please consider adding Oreo-ration as a segment in the new morning show. I need to know your opinions on the new Oreo flavors. The problem is the new Oreo flavors are at like Walmart and Target, and they're just not close to us.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, they're always at Walmart. They're always at Walmart. Let me tell that back, because I know you're just gonna tell me there's a Target opening over there.
Well, there's one right there.
That Target down there is an abomination. That does not deserve to be called a Target. It's not the city Target. The Metron's an awesome Target. That is a garbage pile. That's worse than a Walgreens.
Should we go to what's that one place called? We get the sandwiches at Ike's, and head up to Target.
For firework Oreos? I don't know. We'll talk about it in a second. Zidian, Akita Comics, Brosa93, KF, keep up the great work, y'all, thebomb.com. Dance Floor Demon. You are all the subs for day and you're amazing.
And Rusty rages regularly in the chat says, I'm getting a little worried my name won't be read in the subs.
Again, the problem is when the thing we use to collect subs can only keep up so long, and then it starts eating them all. So if you did it before 11:17, I'm sorry, Rusty Rages, you fucked up. As I've said before, your best bet is to wait until I start talking about the subs, then you resub, because then I'm reading them as they disappear.
Yeah.
And we get them all in there. But that's just my opinion.
Dance Floor Demon says, is there a link to all the KFL 3 announcements? Yes. Just go on youtube.com/kindafunny or youtube.com/kindafunnygames.
Or my Twitter.
Or Greg's Twitter. There is a pinned tweet?
No.
Oh.
Wait, maybe. No, I think it's still that I got married.
Oh.
Because I love her so much.
Anyway,
so proud of
there's
it.
a video that.
Oh no, I replaced it. It's my pinned tweet.
Pinned tweet.
Don't love Jen that much anymore.
Go to Greg.
Love my announcements more. Love my cool Greg more. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, this has been the Kinda Funny Morning Show. Each and every weekday here on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames, we come to you with all the nerdy news you need to know about before jumping in the chat to answer your questions, comments, and concerns. In between those two segments, I reach into this here computer, grab a video game, toss it to one of you. There's multiple ways to win. Please support us on Twitch. Subscribe to us over on Twitch. Subscribe to us over on youtube.com/kindafunny and kindafunnygames. Be a Patreon supporter if you want. Just tell your friends if you like. Hang out. Get excited for E3. Get hype. We're doing a pre-show 30 fucking minutes before each and every one of these. Tim will show up 15 minutes before because he's now a diva. He's going to be doing his hair, figuring out how many more buttons he can go down. He's going to show up in that J-Lo dress, you know? Remember that
Friend Zone Hughes, shout out to you as well, and Honey Boo Boo, other people that subscribed, and Big Deal Blake.
Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you. Baby, come back.